Hello and welcome to another tutorial. So today we are going to be making this beautiful top, and it has a collar and elastic at the hem and the way at the band, as you can see, and it's high low um top. So I have just 2 years of fabric here. The original style and the thumbnail has it's a cut together. Sorry, it's they cut the hand and attach to it, but I'm going to be cutting my own cut together so I can just save material and I'll be able to manage it. So this is 2 years. I'm going to be tearing it into two. So the first one I'll fold it for the back, the second one will be for the front. So this is what I have. I've gone ahead to fold it, and I fold it leaving my button overlap allowance at the front. So the space here is for my button overlap. So I'll just cut off this excess I have around here. So my fabric is folded into two. This is a very light, I don't know, so this is not chiffon. The material is very sticky and stressful. So even fold it is guys, this is a wrong choice of fabric for this style. It's really annoying. So guys, I left my 2 inches for my button overlap, and from there on the back part I measure my width of about 3 inches, because I'll be attaching a collar to this. So for the back depth for the back part, I will come down by half an inch for the depth of the back, and also I'll be coming down 3 inches for the front depth. So I'll connect it like this. So you can decide to do shoulder slope if you want. So go ahead and measure like 1.5 or 1 or 2 inches for your shoulder slope. So the length of my top is around 29, 28. So feel free to choose the length of your own blouse. So I'm just reshaping and redoing it very well. So after this, I'll cut out the open part. Sorry, I'll open up the zipper, the button allowance. So it's just like your zipper allowance, yes. So I have done that, and so the next thing I want to do is on this part here, I will measure the sleeve opening. So guys, this the sleeve opening is going to have an elastic, so you are going to come down by like 16 to 18 inches depending on your fabric. So I'm just managing this fabric, so I decided to come down by like 16 inches, and I also measure my bust circumference, and I added my sewing allowance. So remember, this dress is cut, they cut it and they attach sleeve. So for it to look like that, I came in very well, because I will still redo that after this time. So at this point I just treat it like a normal bubu, but I later shape it inward very well, so it will give me that effect as if I attach sleeve to it. So you can decide to just take it down straight, or you just bend your hand and give it like a curve like this. Just take it that way. So this is what I'll be doing. So it will give me that drop effect by the time I'll go in on this armhole part. Sorry, on this chest line very well. So that is what I'll be doing. So I'll also attach an elastic at that tip. I'll measure like 5 inches or 4 inches to attach my elastic. So from that tip, I'll measure inward by like here. I think I measure 6 inches here. Yes, this is about 6 inches. So I'll measure my elastic, then I'll attach it. So I'll be showing you how I'll do that later. So guys, the original style is not cut together. I'm only trying to make it look like what it is on the thumbnail. It's not cut together. You're supposed to cut it separately, then cut your sleeve separately and attach it. But because my fabric was not enough, so I just have to do this and manage it. So I forgot to cut out that side, so I'll cutting it later. So this is what I have here. At this point I am holding the shoulder together, but I'll open it up and rearrange it so I can cut that part before I'll finish up sewing the shoulder. So I totally forgot to do that. So I've rearranged it and I'll just cut it like this. So this is what I mean. So I can get that high-low effect. So I'll just curve it like this towards the side. So this is it. That part I pinned, I have gone ahead to sew it down. So I have sewn this and I've also sewed the other side. So what I will do next is I will be using my elastic to gather these points I've told you earlier. I'll put my elastic, I'll measure 6 inches or 7 inches inward. So before that, I went ahead to finish up this front part. You can just decide to sew on it directly like this, or you fold it inward and use your hemming gum to iron on it. So I think that would be neater. So for my case, that was what I did, but it's not a must. So you can just sew it down. Sewing it down is more durable. That one, at least you are sure the hemming gun will not come out with time after washing it. But if you want it neat and fine and for the button to stay, you could just do this. So I've gone ahead to do it for the two sides. I've attached my hemming gun. So I'll be cutting my collar. So I have my collar stay here and I folded it into two. So I measure around my collar and I have about 18 inches, yes, after measuring it round. So that is what I'll be using to cut. Guys, I have a detailed tutorial on how to do this if you don't understand what I'm doing here. So I have a tutorial that is so detailed. I'm going to be linking this thing on the, I'll drop the link on the description box so you can check it out. So what I did is after measuring the round collar, I went ahead to mark it down, and from there I mark half an inch upward like this and I blend it towards the center. So from this point I came in by like 1.5, and from here I went up to about 2 inches. You can do 2.5 depending on how big you want the collar to be. So for the height of my collar, I want it to be around 2.5 inches, and at this point I came in by half an inch and I blend it inward like so. So I also curve this collar stand area so it will not look just straight. So what I will do next is to cut it out like this. Guys, if you don't understand what I'm saying, just follow what I'm doing, you will understand it. It's very easy to
Very
understand.
easy to understand. Yeah. So I finished cutting it and this is what it looks like. So I will then use this to cut on my fabric. So I'll be cutting two pieces of fabric. One will serve as lining for the other one. So this is what I have here. I'm going to be placing this on the lining one like this. So I'm gonna have to use my hemming gum to hold the allowance in place because of the texture of the material. So I'll turn it, I'll sew it, and I'll notch it. do it, turn it out, and I'll iron it. So I have a detailed tutorial on how to attach your collar and how to cut and sew a collar. So I'll try and drop the link in the description box below. So this is what it looks like, and here is the collar. So the next thing I want to do is to mark out that sleeve area. Remember I said I'll be using 7 inches to put an elastic at that wrist area. So I'll just mark out about 7 inches around the wrist area on the sleeve. Then I will use my elastic to gather it. So this is what I'm doing here. Just measure 7 inches across like so. And you cut out the elastic. So that mind you, I'll be just sewing this on the wrong side. You might also want to create a channel for this so the elastic will not be showing. So I've gone ahead to attach my elastic, and this is what we have. So I've also gone ahead to hem the sleeve, and also I repeated the same thing for the other side. So I'll just go ahead and finish up this sleeve area for the other side, and also the sides and the down part. So on the side part, I'll close it up like this, and sew all the way down. So I'll repeat the same thing for the other side, and I'll sew it. So this is what I have, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye.